Have you ever wished you could walk into any room and just own the conversation? Or maybe you've been in situations where you struggled to keep a conversation going, especially with girls, and it left you feeling frustrated or awkward. The truth is, becoming a smooth, confident conversationalist is a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned, improved, and eventually mastered. But here's the thing, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, consistent effort, and a willingness to learn from your mistakes. The great news? Every step you take on this journey makes a real difference in your social life, dating life, and even your career. Why conversation mastery matters? Let's face it, your ability to communicate, to connect with others, and to hold someone's attention can open doors you didn't even know existed. Whether you're chatting with a coworker, a stranger at a party, or someone you're romantically interested in, great communication builds trust and attraction. It makes people want to be around you. And in dating, especially, this skill becomes even more powerful. If you can confidently talk to women and keep conversations flowing, you're already ahead of 90% of guys out there. So, let's talk about how to actually build this skill from the ground up. Step 1. How to start a conversation the right way. Most people don't think much about how they start conversations, but it's more important than you might realize. A great conversation doesn't begin with a pickup line or a clever joke. It starts with a simple, intentional approach. There are 2 go-to methods that work really well. Make a statement. Make a statement that leads into a question. Let's say you see someone eating pizza. You might say, "That smells amazing. Pepperoni?" And follow it with, "Do you usually eat pizza for breakfast, or is this a special occasion?" Boom, you've started a natural exchange. Now, this is where many guys get tripped up. One of the biggest things to understand is that the way men communicate is often very different from the way women communicate. And if you're using the same communication style with a girl that you'd use with your best friend, you might be unknowingly cutting the conversation short. Let me explain. The difference between how guys and girls talk, picture this. You pick up your buddy from his house. He hops in the car and says, "What's up?" You go, "Not much, just got the new Tesla." He says, "Dude, that's sick." You respond, "Yeah, it's insanely fast." And that's it. That whole exchange lasted maybe 15 seconds, but for guys it feels complete. But women tend to operate on a different wavelength. When they talk, they often extend the conversation by sharing more or asking open-ended questions. If a topic starts to fizzle, they're usually the ones who shift gears and bring in something new, like their weekend plans, something funny that happened, or a story about a friend. Now, when a girl says, "I just got my nails done," a typical guy might just say, "Cool," and move on. That's totally normal in guy-to-guy talk. But between girls, that sentence might lead to a whole new conversation. "Where'd you get them done? What color? I've been meaning to try a new place." That's the trick. Women are naturally better at keeping conversations alive. So if you want to connect with them, you need to meet them on that level. When she mentions something, even something you don't personally care about, use it as a bridge to talk about something deeper or related. Let's say she mentions she loves pizza for breakfast. That's your cue to say something like, "That's interesting, I've never tried that. What's your go-to topping?" These little prompts show that you're engaged and curious, and believe it or not, that kind of attention is very attractive. Step 2. Getting her to open up. Once the conversation has started, you want to make sure it keeps going. If you've ever had a girl respond with short answers like "yeah," "haha," or "not really," then you've seen what it looks like when someone is emotionally or mentally closed off. It doesn't necessarily mean she's not interested, but it does mean you haven't sparked something in her yet. The easiest way to open her up? Use longer statements followed by a direct question. For example, instead of saying, "Do you like traveling?" you might say, "Last summer I went hiking in Colorado and completely fell in love with the mountains. Do you prefer outdoor trips or city getaways?" This approach gives her something to latch onto. It paints a picture, shares a little about you, and invites her to do the same. That's the foundation of connection. Now, if she continues to stay closed off, giving dry or minimal replies, It might just mean she's not feeling it. That's okay. Respect that and move on with confidence. You want to invest your energy where it's reciprocated. Step 3. Making her feel comfortable. So let's say she's engaging, laughing, asking questions back. Awesome. That means you've got her attention. Now it's time to take things a little deeper. Your goal here is to make her feel safe, seen, and interested in learning more about you too. Be playful. Keep things light but curious. Ask her things like, what's something random you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? Or, what's the weirdest food combo you actually enjoy? These kinds of questions move the conversation from surface level to a place where she can express more of her personality. And that's where real connection happens. At this stage, you're no longer just talking. You're bonding. Mastering the subtle stuff. Voice, tone, and delivery. Here's where a lot of guys struggle, even if they're saying the right things. The way they say it might be working against them. Your voice tone plays a massive role in how you're perceived. Women are incredibly intuitive. They can pick up on nervousness, insecurity, or fake confidence just by hearing how you speak. So what should you do? Don't mumble. Speaking too softly can make you seem unsure of yourself. Don't rush. When you're nervous, it's easy to talk fast. Slow it down. Be expressive. Vary your tone to sound more alive and engaging. And here's a pro tip. Avoid trying to artificially deepen your voice. That whole talk like Batman thing, it can strain your vocal cords and come off as unnatural. Instead, speak from your chest and try to tap into the natural depth your voice has first thing in the morning. That's the tone that feels most authentic and most confident. Stop using filler words. Another thing that kills good conversations? Filler words. You know the ones? Like, you know. These are especially common in younger guys, and while they're totally normal, too many of them can make you sound unsure or scattered. The fix? Get comfortable with pauses. A well-timed pause gives your words weight. It shows you're thinking, not panicking, and more importantly, it gives her space to absorb what you're saying. Becoming a great conversationalist isn't about memorizing lines or trying to be someone you're not. It's about listening, engaging, and being curious. It's about understanding how people, especially women, communicate and adapting your approach to match that energy. Mastering this skill can completely transform your social and dating life. People will enjoy talking to you, they'll remember you, and they'll want to keep the conversation going. So start small, practice often, and watch your confidence grow with every conversation you have. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Share this with a friend who could use a little help with their conversation game. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay sharp and stay social.